showed us from 83 and 85. And it was written there 65, 85, so 20 years of Ceausescu. You know, on that time, we didn't realize that there were already 20 years, because for us, time didn't have any more weight, because we are just living like that, knowing that there will be no end for the communism. So, when in 85 there were no more than 2 hours on national TV, and the 2 hours included just the speeches of Ceausescu and the news with Ceausescu and his wife and the others, and just from time to time a little bit of a film, and of course this film was extremely censored. And for example, they showed an American one. You say, oh, okay, which one? The Sound of Music. Do you know why? Because the guy had 7 children, so he sold it. Maybe people seeing that, they are going also to have 7 children, because you know the abortion law was there for a long time already. It was funny when I was sitting there that I've seen under the screen there, you see some microphones. You see there are the chairs, the table, and the microphone. And I think it's a perfect way of showing how obsessed we were at that time, that everybody was listening to us all, and especially people were talking just like that, in order for the neighbors not to hear us, especially if you were living in a common building, what is called in Romanian block of flats. And so during this time, so in 85, it started this trend with videotapes. I was dubbing them, and I must tell you from the very beginning that I'm completely against dubbing. But it was a necessary evil, because we didn't have the technical possibility to subtitle them. Later on, I discovered in 95, so after the revolution, I discovered that the same system of film circulating illegally exists in all ex-communist countries, so in Bulgaria, Hungary, Russia, the Baltic countries, the Czech Republic, Poland, everywhere. Of course, we didn't know at that time. Everybody was a little bit afraid just to see them. On the other hand, people were gathering in small flats of apartment. They were watching the film, as they said, the capitalist film. Usually they were what they were called the action film, so with this kind of superhero, but not the superhero you are used to, I mean Spider-Man or Batman or Superman. But for them and for us, the superhero was like the one like Chuck Norris. So it was somebody who could come and beat Ceausescu. And this was people were thinking of that time. And if you remember, a few years ago, after the drama collective, there was also a riot. And on one of the paper there, it was written Chuck Norris, Prime Minister. So the idea was that we are waiting for somebody to help us to be free again. When I say again, I'm thinking about my parents or my grandparents, so free again meaning before the war. I think the films on that time, they helped us survive, because we could see a world where we couldn't travel. We didn't have the possibility to have a passport. I must admit that even today, when I can travel just with my ID, I'm still using always my passport, because I waited for it for 30 years. And I think it's important to keep in mind that now you can travel. You can also study outside Romania. For example, I studied French and English, and we weren't permitted to go to France to Great Britain or to the United States. So I learned my languages through films, and it was, of course, extremely complicated for me to voice over them. And on the other hand, because I hated the idea of voiceovering it, I always let the English to be heard in order to let the real actors to be heard by everybody. And I'm still happy today when somebody says, I learned English thanks to you. I don't think they learned thanks to me. I think they learned thanks to films. But nostalgia is something that is very difficult to explain and very difficult to keep under control. But you probably ask yourself, how was it possible on that time for these films to travel inside Romania, in all cities and also in villages? For example, in villages, the system was like that. They had a TV. I must tell you that a VCR was extremely expensive. It was the price of a car. So there were just few people having VCRs around Romania. Usually they had a black and white TV because in Romania we started to have color TV just in '83, the official one. So it was very difficult to get a TV set. And difficult that it was for a car, so you have to be put on a list to wait your turn and to buy it if you have the money. So in the countryside it was really funny. I've been told that they put, for example, the TV set in the window like that, and the people were usually watching the film from the garden. And in order because they were also selling tickets, we are very inventive on that. And yes, piracy is, I think it's our second nature. It's still there, yeah. And for the other not paying the tickets, they used something, some cover to cover the fences in order not to be able to see the film in case they haven't paid. So, there were all kinds of things. So you ask yourself, how was it possible? Of course, there were just 2 hours of TV and so on, but of course, they could anytime recognize my voice because I was also translator for the Romanian Cinematheque, so I never covered with any systems my voice and so on. But it was admitted because, like that, people gathering in there, they were just thinking, probably one of the guys here is a representative from the Securitate, and probably something is going to happen with us the next day. And they were having this sentiment of fear all the time, even while watching this film, because there were nights where they were watching for 4 films, or even 6 films, and in the documentary you've seen in there of Irina Margareta Nistor, one of the guys said, the next day we didn't know exactly what we've seen because they were all together and the films were all of a sudden in our head, a mixture like that, but we felt happy for one night, so it was like a draw. But I strongly believe, on the other hand, that it wasn't absolutely courage or something from my side. I think I can't live without films, that's for sure. And on the other hand, it's for sure that Russia admitted, as long as that existed also in Russia. In all these countries there were also translators, as I was. But in all other countries there were men and only women. And I was also very impressed by the fact that the 2 high schools, they were represented also by girls. So we are going on to be the good representative. And also, I remember for the first day of the revolution of the 16th of December from Timișoara, And I remember at Radio Free Europe, again, a voice of a woman saying, please don't shoot, you are Romanian like we are. It's a voice that you could hear also in the documentary of Timișoara of Bose Paștină, which I strongly recommend to understand a little bit better what was happening on that time. So now, I think films help us to survive in that time, on a time that we never hope to get rid of Ceausescu, especially even in the autumn of 1989. We're thinking that probably all the countries around us, and the fall of the wall of Berlin and so on, everywhere something was happening, but almost nothing in Romania. And we were starting to believe that probably they will leave us like Cuba as an example of never to do like they are doing it. Luckily, the revolution was here, was a TV revolution, as you know. It was funny because your title was also Stop and Rewind, so again something that we are using, we were using also for the tapes, for the video tapes. And usually people are asking me if the Securitate ever asked me anything, or if they tried to stop me or something like that. No, they didn't, but I was working in the national television. In the national television there was an official representative of the Securitate. And every day, almost every day, we went up by the same lift. By chance he has his office on the same level, the 9th level, yes, the 9th sky, the 9th level, and he entered the lift, and he was always staying behind me, standing behind me and saying, "I heard you last night." And it was all. And it was much more than if something happened, because I was always thinking, for goodness sake, what have you seen? The one when I said to you, dirty communist, because I was translating absolutely everything, except swearing words. Yes, I know I'm quite famous for that. You can say I'm yes, no, you tell. But I had an interpretation in London psychoanalysis and film about my Lanaya. They said that, saying like that, I made the communists go away, because repeating it like that, it seems that I like this explanation. Yes, I would love it to happen like that. The most difficult moment was after dubbing Jesus of Nazareth. It was the very first time when the guy from Securitate, he called me in his office, and he asked me how did I dare to do that. And in a moment of, extreme incontinence, I was quite young, I suppose that's the reason. I said, but in our constitution, religion is free. And he said, you are trying to teach me the Romanian constitution? And we were, as I've told you, on the 9th floor. And he said, would you like me to throw you on that window? He didn't, of course. Because, you see, everything was a question to get afraid. So, what I'd like to underline in here is the fact that I'd like you very much to keep in mind that you should never be afraid. No matter what is happening, never be afraid. And like that, you are always going to win the battle, because we are still having plenty of battles to win. Thank you so much.